Good day. This is Jaila Almeida from BID4B, and today I will be presenting to you my research about Stop Global Warming Towards a Greener Philippines, which has two SDGs. The climate action is and the sustainable cities and communities. And if we want to achieve the two SDGs that we have here, let us know what we can do to have a sustainable city. And for our rationale, firstly, our country, the Philippines, is highly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, including sea level rise, increased frequency of extreme weather events, rising temperature, and extreme rainfall. Moreover, more than half of greenhouse gas emission come from the energy sector, followed by the agriculture, industrial processes, waste and land use change, and forestry. So this just means that we, the humans, are the one responsible for causing all these things. It is because of our actions of our activities that greatly affect our environment that cause global warming. So imagine if all these things increases over the time. Do you think the next generation be able to experience the beauty of the world if right now the people or us is destroying it little by little? Ask yourself, what does my future holds? And if you want to know what does your future holds, let us talk more about the global warming. So according to a report issued in 2019 by the Institute for Economics and Peace, the Philippines is the country most vulnerable to climate change, which is one of the world's most typhoon-prone area regions, averaging 19 to 20 typhoons annually with 7 to 9 making landfall. The Philippine sea level are rising faster than the global average, posing a greater risk of storm surges and threatening the permanent submergence of low-lying areas. So, as the Philippines is considered as the most vulnerable to the typhoon, or we are prone to typhoon, it affect our sea levels that they said that are rising faster than the global average or than the other country, which will cause a greater risk of storm surges and will affect the people that are living in the low-lying areas. So climate change events including the sea level rise, increased frequency of extreme weather events, rising temperature, and heavy rainfall all pose a threat to the Philippines and to the Filipinos due that the country is vulnerable to natural dangers such as typhoons and droughts, reliance on climate-sensitive natural resources, and extensive coastline, which are home to the country's main cities and most of the population. So as we get the natural resources to our environment, of course, as the environment get affected by the global warming, we will also be affected by it. And for the next slide, this just shows an example of how the global warming affects the living of the people in the Philippines. So rainfall in Tacloban City increased by 257% between 1998 and 2011. More rain will result in more flooding, which could lead to landslide in upland areas. The failure of fruit trees and the postponement of fruit festival in Mindanao may be explained by this emergent irregular climate patterns. There has also been a rise in pests and diseases in rice, scale insects in fruit trees, and invasive weeds brought from the uplands, the lowlands, by various flood occurrences. And for the next slide that we have here, it shows the carbon dioxide emissions in the Philippines during the year of 2016, which caused the continuous increase of the global warming. So in here, the Philippines is ranked in 36, which has carbon dioxide emissions for about 126,922,662. So just imagine that. And in the other side, we have here the summary or where the gas emissions came from. So we have here the power industry, which has 40.3%. The buildings, 7.0%. The transport, the 28.5%. And other industrial combustion, 15.1%. And the non-combustion is 9.1%. And as we know the reason or the effect of the global warming to our country, let me give my conclusion about it. So up until today, our future is still uncertain. We don't know yet what may happen to us in the near future, or all of us did not know yet how we can survive this. Could there be really a way for that? And after summing up everything about the climate change or the global warming, I have come to a realization that let us be responsible to the world we were living in. Use the natural resources only if needed. It's a limited time over only. We humans are the one who caused this mess, and we should also be the one to clean it. Let us be mindful to what we can do, even at the smallest thing, to make a change. And for my recommendation, let us save energy, reducing production, and be the model. Save energy, start it at your home. Lessen the use of electricity. Don't consume too much water, and don't throw away the foods. Reuse, repair, and recycle is what people like us should practice to lessen the production that cause carbon emissions. And start it with yourself and lead others behind you. Be responsible with your actions to lead a better life ahead. And this is Jaila Almeida leaving you a quote: global warming is a warning. Let us educate ourselves before it is too late. So that would be all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.